What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. Over the weekend, there was a story of a track star who was not doing so well, was getting passed by somebody, and tried to crack open their skull. Now, of course, they're on the news crying. Of course, they were a good girl who didn't do nothing wrong, and it's just, you got to understand things from their perspective. Here is an actual video, okay, of what this woman wants you to think was an accident. Let's go to it's probably not on X. Let's see. Let's go this. Here it is. Now, this is a high school track star. All right. You tell me if you think this is an accident.
Tonight, a family is looking for an apology after they say their daughter was attacked in the middle of a track meet. Tonight, 10 News reporter Jason Freund spoke with the family about the alleged incident.
This is the, okay, well, you can see this woman here in the back. Does that look like perhaps maybe she's winding up to whack this other poor girl in the head, give her a concussion, and almost crack her skull open? Remember that? I want to go. So here's the family.
When Caitlin Tucker first wanted to start up track, her parents were naturally proud.
She started in 8th grade, but originally she went in 7th grade, and she said it was too much running and she quit. So she ended up going back and doing it again in 8th grade, and she only wanted to do sprints.
Fast forward to her junior year of high school, and she found herself running in the Class 3
Watch
state
this video
finals
now.
for Brookville High School, but nobody could have seen this coming.
Watch.
When you get on the
Bam!
side of the track, you have to cross into lane 1. You have to merge in. And
Bam! She just winds up and hits her right in the head.
Made me get cut off a little bit, so I backed away. And then as we got around the curve, she kept bumping me in my arm. And then finally, when we got off the curve, I slowly started passing her, and then that's when she just hit me with the baton, and I fell off the track.
Caitlin ran off the track, and
What?
her mother ran onto it. Team trainers
Look
came
at
to
that.
her aid in the opposing school, IC Norcom.
Does that look
was
like an
quickly
accident to
disqualified,
you?
But the damage had already been done.
I could feel a headache coming up, so I just set out. But I recently went to the doctor, and they prescribed me with a concussion and a possible fractured skull.
Fractured skull. Now, of course, we all know the girl who did this is a good girl, didn't do nothing wrong, and leave it to the news to run out there and run interference for this youth who decided, yeah, I think I'm just gonna literally try to take this other girl's life because she passed me in a track meet. Listen, look at these crocodile tears.
Tonight, a Portsmouth family says they're telling their side of the story in reference to a shocking incident at a Virginia High School League indoor
Let's
track
see what you
meet
say.
that left one athlete allegedly injured after she claimed she was struck by a baton held by IC Norcom High School
By the
senior
way, these batons are made of metal.
Alayla Everett. Everett spoke exclusively to 10 on Your Side's Markeisha Jackson, who brings us much more.
Markeisha, huh?
The young athlete in question says there's more to that video than meets the eye.
Really? You literally watch her wind up and bash the other girl in the head. What are you talking about? There's not more to that. It's obviously, it is without question.
Feelings. So
Oh, her feelings.
you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of
What? Hold on, the audio cut out there.
Senior at IC Norcom.
Brings us
She's the real victim.
The young athlete in question says there's more to that video than meets the eye.
everybody has feelings.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right?
Alayla
You tried to kill her. What are you talking about?
Everett is a decorated athlete and senior at IC Norcom High School. She would have never thought her trip to the Class 3 track and field state finals last Tuesday would take a drastic turn.
They're going off of one angle.
Alayla visibly emotional because of this video from the meet.
Okay, here comes the video. Anybody care to break this down and tell me what other angle could possibly make this now look like she wound up and tried to break her skull open like a cantaloupe?
This was a 4x200 meter relay race. And
Look,
she
this is
and a
all the
Brookville
context
high
right
school
here.
Athlete
Watch.
were rounding a curve on
Bam!
the track when they nearly collided with each other.
Okay, after a couple times hitting her my baton,
The fire alarm went off. You can't make this up. The low battery alert just went off on the fire
A
alarm.
curve on the track when they nearly collided with each other.
okay, after a couple times hitting her my baton, got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit.
It appears intentional, but Alayla says
Yeah, what do you mean? What are you talking about? You wound up, you put your whole arm behind your head and you brought it down and hit her. What do you mean you were trying to get your balance?
And she got hit.
it appears intentional, but Alayla says it was accidental.
But I know my intentions, and I would never hit somebody on purpose. I did
Uh-huh.
not see your first video, second video, 10th video. I know 100% that she won't do this to nobody.
Her parents
Uh-huh,
outraged at the backlash. The IC Norcom relay team was disqualified.
Good.
A ruling that a local USA track and field official finds questionable. He says a play-by-play look shows that the Brookville athlete was running closely to Alayla.
What?
If a person comes
Look at
on
that.
the outside, they got to be a full stride ahead of me before they can cut in front of me.
The other family spoke
So
to
it's
the
her fault. I don't care if she cut in front of you too soon. You don't get to crack their skull open.
station in Roanoke asking for an apology from Alayla, something she wants to give,
Oh,
but she
okay.
says the other athlete hasn't been receptive, blocking her on social media.
Good.
And instead, the Everett family was served with court papers.
Good.
And now we have to go to a city 3 hours away that everybody hates our guts already.
They're
Yeah.
assuming my character,
Good.
calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats.
I don't know why they would call you racist stuff. I think you were black. She's black. I'm not sure. You know.
All of this just because of a 9-second video.
VHSL says they are still reviewing the situation.
Are you joking me? The indoor track championships, Tucker was running Everett, who claims she has since been receiving threats, which again, I don't condone. You know, this woman, this young lady, assaulted another young lady, and she should have, like, you know, court consequences to that. People sending her mean stuff on the internet, you're dumb. You're a loser. Don't do that. But to get in front of the camera and cry and say, oh, well, geez, it wasn't my intention. Girl, you wound up and you were mad that she was passing you and you had a moment of weakness and you hit her. I'm not saying that you're an evil person or that you had a, you know, you did some, maybe you just did something in the moment that you regret. But get out of here with that. I was just trying to regain my balance and I fractured her skull. After a couple of times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back and it rolled up and I lost my balance. And when I pumped my arms, she got hit. No, that's not true. Look how far she had to reach out to hit her. Here's another angle. Look how far she had to reach out. Oh, the stupid thing's in the way. Everett insisted that there's just more to her. And the incident that first appears in the short clip, they are assuming my character, calling me ghetto. Well, I mean, are you? It doesn't matter to me when people call me stuff that I'm not. You know, I think they're kids. They're young. She got, you know, her emotions got the best of her. She would be far better off admitting that. But now that there's criminal charges on the table, she literally can't. I didn't have to see the video, second video, or 10th video. I just know 100% that she would never do that to anybody. Of course, you're her mom. You know, that moms and dads are going to defend their kids. She had a, why did you do it? Why haven't you apologized? According to WSET, Tucker was treated for a concussion and possible skull fracture. Tucker's mother went, so that nobody from Norcom came over to even check on her daughter or apologize. No apologies, no coaches, no athlete, no nothing. Even if it was an accident, which I don't believe it was, nothing. That tells you everything you need to know. Like, if I was running, let's say I'm running, right? I haven't done that in a while, right? And like, I'm pumping my arms and I accidentally hit somebody. You know what normal people would do? They would stop and they'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's not what the girl did. She kept running. I don't believe for a second that she at any moment thought that this was an accident. I don't believe anybody on that team thought it was an accident. The fact that the news is trotting out this crying girl, that girl is a sociopath, if not worse. Per the article, after hitting her a couple of times, regardless of intent, that's admission of guilt. No, she's saying that they bumped into each other. She's not saying that. Yeah, her back hit my baton, Your Honor. The back of her head hit my baton. Should be banned for life. Blatant attack. Serious, obviously lying seriously. An accident. You drew your hand back and struck her. Looks like on the first hit, she pulls her shoulder back. That's a move to hit somebody. Yeah, she's just a bad loser. It was a state championship. She lashed out. But the fact that anybody in the media would run... I'm not saying this girl needs to go to prison for life. And I'm not saying that, she needs to be, kids, she's young. She made a stupid mistake. But I'm definitely not going to be out here defending it and acting like, oh, it was just, oops. Your Honor, they ran into my bullet. My bullet was just calmly, peacefully existing. And then they ran into it. Like, it's the dumbest argument I've ever heard in my life. And I'm just glad I got to make fun of it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.